Hey, let's go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Coleman. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Coleman now. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Coleman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. Hey, gun. Ready.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very...
Rush hour in your hometown of Orlando. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Ryan, the quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley from 10 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. To throw is Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And it'll a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Charles, last week, the Atlanta Falcons, that was a game that you had against the Green Bay Packers. And another loss, 5 in a row now. It's been quite a fall from Super Bowl 51, has it not been?
It certainly has, and it's hard to truly explain. They've had plenty of injuries on defense, but at one point they had won 3 in a row, had gotten themselves back to 4-4, and were headed to Cleveland, looking like they had a bunch of momentum. They got whacked in Cleveland and haven't been the same team since. Julio Jones had a big game in Green Bay on Sunday. Had 8 catches, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 4 of those and a touchdown came on their first drive. Not much after that.
And this loss that last week, that guarantees that they're going to have their first losing record since 2014. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Coleman, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Falcons are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Breeze, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
This is Coleman, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. It's Coleman here. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Hey, that's the way you finish, boy. Finish strong. Yeah, let's go.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad, huh? Yeah. Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the second straight year.
Michael Skimbo, second straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Little Man Brown 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, Little Man Brown. Congratulations, Skimbo. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
11.
Breeze going to go on fourth down. Over the middle, complete. It's Carr. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Breeze now on first down. And Watson has it right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carr. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Breeze going to throw. Flush to his right. And Watson has it right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Breeze to throw.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees with his second. Touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz to try to add the PAT. With the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Ryan now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They go play action with Ryan. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 46 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, let's go.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Shotgun now for Breeze. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Flushed out right. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Breeze now on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, easy. Easy. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, easy.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jack Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll return it from the 6. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But before the game, you and I were looking at some of the highlights from last week, and one of the top plays was certainly that 99-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry.
Not only was it a top play, it's going to be memorable, and again, not just for 99 yards, which is enough of a reason to remember it, but it's the way he got it done. I mean, how about him knocking over people, stiff-arming people? I mean, it was an incredible, strong run. Tony Dorsett, who actually held the record before Derrick Henry, he hit him up on social media, gave him a little dap, a little congratulations. What a play.
Yeah, those are the only 2 guys to have a 99-yard touchdown run. Incidentally,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Easy. Kill. Ready for check.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
The Saints on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action. Now Breeze. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here we go.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, kill. Under. Ready, machete.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 32 yards. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. What's good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Let. Hey. Ready. Yellow lady.
On 1st down, Breeze. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Throwing now is Breeze. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Breaks through, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Benjamin Watson, 27 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Lutz now to kick this one away. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They begin the drive with Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They will run again with Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, Both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 51 yards. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 45 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Ingram. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they try to get it to the outside on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. Nothing was there.
Yeah, I think some teams want to stay with their bread and butter in these situations. If they like running that toss or that pitch, they want to go right to it. I thought it was excellent defense, not allowing them to get upfield.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jack Crawford in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Bree's going to throw. And he's going to go down again. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. When the Falcons' defense stands tall, they'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Ryan. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He's got Sanu. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Ryan to Sanu. Good for an Atlanta first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing now. Ryan on first down. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
20.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Throwing now is Ryan. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
11.
Back to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Sometimes it's hard to fit in completions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now Brees, flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Brees. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory, as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Back to throw, Brees. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. final play there had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
What you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big with the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototypes. Fingertips.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kevin Coleman, 29 yards. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, 69 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end right, tight end right. Ready, Blue 80, Blue 80. Hey. 4 down. Wait. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Ready, Blue 80. Hey, got it.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the shotgun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Well, the Los Angeles Rams, not yet owners of a first-round bye. They have clinched the NFC West, first in the NFL to win their division. But last week, surprisingly, only put up 6 points in that loss to Chicago.
Not surprising overall in terms of defensive struggle, because you had the last 2 defensive players of the year in the NFL playing in that game, Aaron Donald for the Rams and Khalil Mack for the Bears, and the Bears have been strong on D all year long. What I found interesting was how the Bears scored their touchdown. Right? Trick play, backup offensive tackle, catches a touchdown pass. How often do you see that in the league?
Not very often. By the way, going to make a big difference whether the Rams play in 70-degree L.A. or 20-degree Chicago. A little bit different for the weather style.
It certainly is, which means that down the stretch, the Rams still have to play excellent football. Just because they won the division, they can't kick back. They need to lock up one of those 2 home field byes to start the playoffs.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
76. 76. 17.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And down inside, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 5 on the catch there? It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, We have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. To throw is Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back 25!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jack Crawford with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
All right, partner, let's peek ahead to Week 15 while we have a second here. It starts out with a good one on Thursday night. How about the Chargers and the Chiefs, a battle in the AFC West?
Yeah, it could very well decide.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And look at this. It's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time the football,